Okay guys, this next step, you should already know how to make a square piece of paper. So I want everyone to have a square piece of paper, and the next thing you're gonna do, you had to fold it like this to make the square in the first place. So you should already have a crease right here. Well, what I want you to do next is I want you to open it up, and I want you to fold it down this way as well. So it will make an X from corner to corner, like that. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to make another X or a T, fold it in half this way, increase it, and then open it and fold it in half this way, increase it. So when you're done doing all your folds, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slices, okay? Now for the kaleidoscope, it's sort of like it's in 4 groups. So if you think of this as 4 sections and half of one section, you will be doing your name in 1/8 of a section. Then your name will be symmetrically reflected into this next part. And it will do that same thing 3 more times. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit confusing at first, but it might be more helpful if you just for the first time fold it into a square like this, okay? Maybe even fold it into one triangle. Just take it a little piece at a time. So the first thing you're gonna do is you just take one of your triangles and you're gonna write your name. Now I've already done this a lot and I'm getting kind of tired of doing my name. So I'm doing the word create. When you write your word, it looks better if you use bubble or block letters, okay? So for example, this was one of the best examples I had, and it looks really strange or really neat as one piece. But if I take it into one section like this, you can see this girl's name a little bit better. And you can see that Abby did use block letters for her design, okay? So my suggestion to you would be to use block letters. So I created the word create using block letters, and you wanna try to, as much as possible, she did and I tried to, go all the way from the bottom to the top of this slice. The only thing I didn't go from top to bottom was the R, and the only reason I did that is because there was this big chunk of emptiness right here and I wanted to fill it up. But if you go from top to bottom, in the end, the design as a whole will look less like a name and more like beads in a kaleidoscope, okay? So the first time you do your name, we're gonna be doing a lot of tracing. And that's why I'm sitting in front of a window. If you have a window, which I hope everyone has a window in their house, you'll need to sit by this window for this step, okay? So as you can see, I've written the word create with a pencil because I messed up a couple times, and now I'm gonna open it up to my first square, 1 out of 4. And I'm going to take the word create, and in order to make this easier for me when I'm tracing, oh, that's a bad Sharpie, so hold on. In order to make this a little bit easier for me in the future, you should probably use black, but I'm gonna use hot pink because that's the closest thing to me right now. So you need to make this dark, like with a black Sharpie, so that you can see it, because you'll see in a minute that you really do need to be able to see it through the window. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just tracing in this first 1/8 of a triangle the word create. So this is 1/8 of the entire thing. Just like if this whole piece of paper was a big pizza, this is 1 out of 8 slices. Okay, so I have traced the word create, and it's not backwards, but When I trace it to this, it will be backwards and upside down. So don't let that confuse you. It's gonna be correct and then upside down. Correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down 4 times. That will equal 8, okay? So if you see this one, it's correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down. So don't feel like you're doing something wrong. So here's my first create, okay? And I need to get this here. I need to get it onto the other side of my box. So what I'm gonna do, this is my line of symmetry right here. So since that's my line of symmetry, I am going to fold that line. When I fold that line and I hold it up to the window, I'm gonna see my first original word create is on the other side. It's facing outside. Like just pretend like you're showing someone outside. Hey, look, I wrote create, see it? And then when you're showing it to them, you trace it to this other side here. Okay, and yes, it's upside down and backwards. It's supposed to be. If it's upside down and backwards, you're doing it correctly. Because this is like a reflection in a pond, like a mirror reflection. So I'm gonna just keep doing this. Okay. All right, I've finished my square number 1. Okay, so that was 1/8 and 1/8 equals 1/4. Okay, I'm a quarter done with my drawing. Now here's where it gets a little easier. I've already completed that, and I want that same thing right here. So if I want that right here, I fold it along my line of symmetry like that, and I show everyone outside what I did. Say, look, see what I did? And then I trace it to this other side. I trace, 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 and then it will be here. Then I've got a whole half completed. Then I would fold it this way, and I would show everyone what I got done, and I would trace it to the other half, and then I'm done. So I'll show you in fast motion in a video after this, me finishing it and then coloring it. The important thing about when you color is you need to do it all the same. So if you decide to make your first letter in your name green, then you need to make it green on every single one. It's a reflection. When I look in the mirror, I don't change color. My shirt doesn't change color. Okay, I am the same color in the reflection. So whatever happens in your reflection, stay with that same color, okay? You can watch the video of me finishing this, and then I'll have a picture of it when I'm done, and I can't wait for y'all to turn yours in. These are gonna look great. All right, good luck.